Hello everyone. Today topic is structure of placenta. Earlier we discussed about the development of the placenta. So in this lecture I am going to explain about the structure of the placenta. So placenta is a temporary organ. It is made of the maternal component, that is the decidua basilis, and the fetal component, that is the chorionic frontosome. So at term time it is discoid shape and it is called as a hemochorial and deciduate. And it is as it is a discoid shape, so its the diameter is around 15 to 20 centimeter, and it is more thick at the center and it's very less, the thickness is reduced in the margin or the peripheral layer. So it is weight is around, at a term it is 500 gram, and it is in the proportion or in a ratio of 1:6 with the fetal weight. So suppose the weight is 500 gram, then the fetal weight must be, that is 3 kg. So this is the structure of the placenta. So it is the uterine wall. So the placenta, it's occupies the space about 30% of the uterine cavity, and this is the uterus. Normally the placenta is present on the upper part of the uterus. So the part that is attached to the maternal side, that is called the maternal surface, and the part that is facing towards the fetus, that is called the fetal surface. So in between the maternal surface and the fetal surface there is the margin. So the maternal surface, that is made of looks like rough and spongy, and it is, as it is blood supply is more, that is dull red in color, and that is, if you see in the structure in details, we will find the presence of lobes are there. So these lobes are developed, these lobes are also called the cotyledon, that is the functional unit of the placenta. Next to the fetal surface is smooth and glistening, that is facing towards the fetus, and it is at the center there is the insertion of the umbilical cord that is attached the placenta with the fetus, and this is the margin or the periphery of the placenta. Let's see the structure of the placenta. So first one we are discussing from the chorionic plate. So the chorionic plate, that is a maternal plate. So the fetal surface I am discussing from the innermost layer. So this is the mesenchymal layer. Inner to it, that is the innermost layer, that is the amnion. And this mesenchymal cell, that is developed, we already discussed, from the mesodermal layer, that is the mesodermal layer. And in the mesenchymal layer we find number of blood vessels are there, that is the umbilical arteries and the veins, that are also seen. Just above to it, that is developed the stem villi. So this villi, I have drawn 1, 2, 3 villi, and this villi first layer, that is the cytotoplasm, that is the black one I have given, that is the black one, that is the single leucated structure, and just above to it, that is the syncytotrophoblast. If I draw like this, so the inner villus, that is the blue one I have given, that is the cytotrophoblast, the single layer structures. Just above to it, that is the syncytotrophoblast, that is I have given black color structure. Okay, and also you see some of the villus that is in the form of tertiary villus, because in between this this space there is a capillary network is established, that is called that is the tertiary villus. Some of this villus is not that penetrate the wall of the decidua, but here you find this villus is moving towards the decidua. So this is called the anchoring villi, as it anchor or attach the placenta to the decidual plate, but this and this one, that is not moving towards the decidual plate. So this is called the nutritive villi. So the chorionic plate, we discuss about the chorionic plate. So chorionic plate is made of primitive mesenchymal layer. Just to it, the primitive mesenchymal layer with the blood vessels. Just to it, that is the cytotrophoblast, and above to it, that is syncytotrophoblast. This layer is called the chorionic plate. Just after chorionic plate, so in between the middle area, that is covered with villus, and in the space in between this villus is called intervillus space. So those who are addressed here, the anchoring villi, because the cytotrophoblast erode the wall of the syncytotrophoblast and move upward and arrange himself transversely, so that is formed both sides is forming as the outer wall, so that is called the cytotropoblastic cell. It's moving, it's covering to the syncytiotropoblast. See, this is blue one, and the cytotrophoblast is erode the wall and transversely arrange himself in the periphery, in the outer layer. So that is called the cytotropoblastic cell. So after that, this cytotrophoblast and this upper layer is the decidua. This I have given the red one. This decidua, in decidua, some of the cells that we give projection towards this intervillous space. So here there is a projection, here also a projections that not completely touch the chorionic plate. It is just enter inside the intervillous space. So this form is a septum. So it is dividing the space, moving inside the intervillous space. So they are called the decidual septum, and each one decidual septum to another decidual, this space is called cotyledon. So this cotyledon is called the functional unit of the placenta. So I have done only 1, 2, 3, but in one cotyledon there is 3 to 4 villus are present. So at term times, if you see the placenta, then we find 15 to 20 cotyledons are present. So once the decidual septa is developed, then this is the decidua basilis, and this is a functional layer of the placenta. Just above to is the I have given the black line, that is the myometrial layer. From this myometrial layer, the blood vessels are drained into this intervillous space. So the blood vessels or the spiral artery and the spiral veins that establish from the myometrial layer into this intervillous space. So from this from the myometrium, the blood containing oxygen, nutrients that will drain inside the intervillous space. By the concentration gradient, this blood, the nutrition that is absorbed by this layer. So this is already discussed. This is the nutritive villi. So this all the things that is absorbed inside this capillary network, and from this capillary network it's moved to the umbilical vessels, and from this umbilical vessel that attached to the umbilical cord, and it finally leads to the fetus. So this is the decidual plate. So decidual plate is made up the compact and the spongy layer of the decidua, here this one, and in between the decidua and the cytotropoblastic layer, there is fibrinoid degenerative cells are developed at a time of term. So this layer that I have given lightly green in color, this is called the Nitta-Buch layer. That is called Nitta-Buch layer, and just to it, that is the cytotropoblastic layer cell, and below to the cytotrophoblast, that is the syncytotropoblastic layer. So this ring is showing about the basal plate. So the main thing, that is, this is the chorionic plate and this is the basal plate. So in between this plate, the villus are present, so it is called the intervillous space, and each intervillous space is richly supplied with the blood vessels. So these blood vessels are arranged from the myometrium that drain their blood into this intervillous space, and from this intervillous space the nutritive villi carry the essential things like oxygen, nutrient inside this capillary network, and again through this network it moves to the umbilical vein and artery, and finally reach to the fetus through this umbilical cord. So this is all about the structure of the placenta. Hope you understand the structure. Thank you for watching. Good night.